I have so many quarantine jokes. Like, for a while, everyone was saying, like, oh man, it's quarantine time. Time to all get in and write the next great... I was feeling very seen for a while. Like, everyone's like, oh, time to stay home and start writing, make the next great novel, work on that project. I'm like, yeah, that's me. And now there's a backlash to that. I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm just playing goalkeeper for all the myth busting that's been going on recently. Like, oh, our economy is great until we have to not go to work for a couple of days. I'd be able to do so much writing if I could just stay at home and work on it. Myth busted. And maybe I should listen to that backlash, because that backlash is in essence, you don't have to be productive with your time at home. God, this is supposed to be a vlog. Oh, God. Maybe I need to listen to different music to do a vlog. Y'all return to nothing. Go together. Tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. So maybe I'm more of an extroverted writer than I thought. Of course, these categories are not helpful except for where they are helpful. And I'm finding out that, I don't know, I might not be cut out to be an introverted inside writer all the time, but I do love it. I love being at home. I love working. I love seeing my partner so much. I love touching my face. But at the same time, our healthcare is not guaranteed. Our housing is not guaranteed. And our bills don't care if we're not at work. On top of that, you know, there's a primary going on with a lot of emotions in it. And, land. What can I say except depression? A lot of people are finding they actually can't work right now, and that's not because, you know, they're bad or they're not great at time managing, which that might be able to get over the hump. But as several thought pieces have said, the coming of the damage to our economy, the damage to our lives, the loss of a public life has left us all grieving for our lives, grieving for the lives we once knew. Maggie Mayfish talks about this in her video, which Maggie Mayfish is wonderful, along with Thought Slime and Non-Compete, who have all been very busy and very active, putting out thoughtful pieces about our current situation. I recommend you check them out. You know, if you find yourself unable to write at a time. Even for people like me, where I do not love our economy, I do not love our system, our hierarchy of how things work, I still feel the mourning. It is still a death. For sure, as soon as possible, things will go back to normal. Maybe they shouldn't, and maybe that is part of why we are mourning and part of why we are sad, because we'll have to fight to not make it go back to that normal. We'll have to keep in mind all these myths. I'm supposed to be talking about how I'm supposed to be writing. Anyways, housing should be alright, healthcare should be alright. Let's go on. I haven't made as much progress writing, so like, here's what I've been doing. As I've revealed before, I've had a couple of books that I've made and I want to give them out publicly, and I did one tutorial on it, though this is a little bit different stitching. Yeah, it's multiple pages. And then that goes into here. Once it's all reinforced and with cover pages, I put it in here, and that's gonna be the hardcover. Right? It's cool. But that's as far as I've gotten after like a couple weeks of working on it, just because, I don't know, because of grieving, because I'm depressed, because I'm stuck at home, because I can't get charged from being out and about and talking to people and driving and going to places. And everywhere I do go, it's stifled. And I have to like not breathe on people and stay far away, but like it really slows me down, and I feel like more so than how close I'm to someone, how long I take in that space is also a factor. Like, if I can go to the store for 20 minutes and get out is better than staying 6 feet and waiting for people to slowly meander past for an hour. I feel like that's a good trade-off. I hope everyone out there is doing better, but I am not. So the other thing I've fallen back on is this guy, my submissions. Despite like having stuff back for a while, I don't even know if they're still taking submissions. I haven't even looked. I haven't even checked it out because it feels like work. I don't know why. Like every day I want to write, and I've actually done a bit of writing, quite a bit of writing. And I've done a bunch of things to trick myself into writing. But eventually I get into this cycle of starting, eating something, looking at the news, trying to soothe myself, playing a video game, and then like, oh wait, I should be working. And like, it's not very efficient. Like, maybe I should have I need a more efficient way to soothe myself and make me feel better. So in this last week, the major progress I've done, other than nonfiction, tweeting, and posting is praxis, I guess. I've written 400 words down, as an outline, and I'm like, oh, I know everything's gonna happen. I might as well make an outline for this project, and I can collab with other people, and then they can help me make the story better, right? I'm like, this'll help, because it'll be social, and I'll be happy, and I want to get this thing done, and it's very exciting. But I've only written 400 words, and I haven't gotten that far past the introduction of the project, and it's not going as fast as I thought it would. Of course, nothing goes as fast as you think it will. But like, I'm like, an outline, I can bang out an outline. I don't know why I thought I could bang out an outline. I've never been able to bang out an outline. Maybe once, but that was always like the intro. Man, I've never been able to bang out an outline. Maybe I should stop thinking I can do that. I was like, maybe I should exercise to simulate going to the gym. And then I did it, and I'm like, wait a second. I don't go to the gym. I've also started a garden. The garden's going pretty well, I think. I mean, I don't know what to do next, but I tore up some sod, and there's some dirt. I expanded our other garden, and it needs some dirt to fill in. Otherwise, it's just gonna be like sunk in from the grass. Kinda need a project manager. I don't know. I'm a bad manager. There's this Jordan Peterson where he's justifying wage slavery. And so like, you're a bad manager. If self-management worked, you'd be at the top of your game already. I'm like, oh, low blow, Mr. I'm gonna go to Russia and get put into a coma to get over my weird drug that poor Raymond has never heard of. Hey guys, I'm poor. I haven't heard about all these fancy designer drugs people get to go on. Are they good? Would it help me write? I have some drugs. Caffeine is not working. Oh god, and I haven't made a video for this site in like forever. I should stop eating. I haven't made a video for this in so long because I'm sad? I don't know, I feel like I have nothing to say. I don't feel like enough people listen to me. I don't know, I feel really bad for it too, because it's a bit hypocritical, because I'm like, no, people don't need to watch your stuff for you to make it, and then like, I wait for people to watch and comment on my stuff. Let's run down all my projects, because I started a new project where it's going to be a script for a digital or visual or light novel. I might get pictures to go along with it. It all depends on my creative partners and what they think. I have a short story that I finished called Bartle Planet Fong that I actually read the introduction of, and I felt like there was a bit more to be told of it, so I want to add another like 2,000 words to it, but I haven't gotten around to doing that yet, even though I probably could. It's only 2,000 words, right? You can do that, Ray. You can do that. I'm writing a big novel, which I've also been revising. That's been pretty far out of my mind. And then there's submitting to places, which I haven't even looked at yet. Oh, and of course, making the physical novels to try to sell to people. So that's what, six projects. Top of that, this YouTube channel and my main YouTube channel, Ray. Eight active projects. Anyways, I've written here in my office. I've written in the living room. I'm gonna try writing outside in a little bit. But like, I love my lawn furniture being in the basement though, which is like a downside to having really good lawn furniture. So what do I want to do with that? I've been reading Socialism ... Seriously, which is seriously the title of a book. I think it's a subtitle, but it's pretty good. It summarizes a lot of things that like I have on my mind and that I want to think about. Like thoughts that I've said and summarized, but it just does it in a different way, and I'm really glad it's in a book for people to read. One such thought is like, if we want to spend time with our family, need dwelling, need food, need enjoyment, we want those things, and those are all reasons why we work. Why does our system only exist to make money and just hope all those things are a byproduct? And we are seeing that in this quarantine, how the desire to make money is literally eating through people's lives and demanding that laborers die. A third of renters aren't paying their rent. Can't pay. A third. Only 69% people that rent their homes have been able to pay their rent. And landlords are not allowed to evict people right now, or most of them aren't. But they're still trying to find ways around that, so they're threatening tenants, they're removing tenants' toilets. God, I hate landlords. And if you hate landlords, there's gonna be a landlord somewhere that's gonna want to really fight with you because of their very fragile and terrible jobs. I would apologize for getting all political on this channel, but it's a vlog. And second, politics are obviously very important because they affect their lives, because here we are in quarantine waiting for the government to have a proper response in our lives. So yeah, how do you guys cope with sadness? Are you actually writing? Are you failing to write? If you can't, it's some matter of depression or grieving, and I do not blame you. Friend, we're in this together, and hopefully now that I've said these things, I'll be able to write a little better. Who knows?